You are watching the Gamecreds.com Clan Invitational, cast by myself, TotalBiscuit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SHOUTcraft right here, with SelecT in the red trunks playing Terran, on behalf of Team Dignitas, and of course the one and only kAra, for Against All Authorities, in the green trunks playing Protoss right here, and it is the Steppes of War. I expect violence, I expect brutality, that's the kind of thing you usually find on the Steppes of War, and you are rarely, if ever, disappointed in that particular regard. Oh yes, it'll be good, don't worry, it will be good. Straight out with the probe right there. Very nice quick scouting for kAra. Will we see nonsense? We may very well, because he hasn't built a pylon yet. Proxy pylon. Down you go. Well, there we go. That is an interesting start for this particular game. Proxy pylon, you know that there's a lot of potential nonsense going on right here. And of course, bear in mind, what's he going to do with that? More to the point. Oof, bit of a lag spike right there. Not too nice. kAra looks like proxy gateway, I think. Could go Forge, but maybe Gateway. There you go, Proxy Gateway up on the ridge right there. That is nasty. That is an incredibly aggressive and risky move there against SelecT. SelecT, of course, has no idea that that's coming as of yet. Hasn't run his scouts out. The question is he going to get there? He's got the barracks right now. Still hasn't scouted his opponent. Oh, dear. kAra waiting a little while to go in with the scout, so SelecT is not smelling anything fishy, anything suspicious going on there. Again, this is all mind games for him. He has absolutely no idea of what is coming. In his natural expansion gateway now at 70% and continuing to climb. Will he get the scout on it? No, he will not. No, he will not. kAra deliberately draws him away. However, he will figure out something is going wrong immediately when he gets to that base, which will probably be in another 20 seconds' time, because he's not going to see a gateway, and at that stage of the game, that can only mean one thing. Nonsense, folks. Absolute, complete, and total nonsense. In it goes. About 5 seconds till he works out what the hell's going on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh god, there's no gateway! Where's the gateway? I don't know where the gateway is. We've got to assume that the gateway is somewhere very, very unpleasant indeed. Zealot's going to be going in right there. Oh man, oh dear, oh dear. Zealot is out before the Marine, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, unbelievable. And here we go, Pro pushing it in as well. This could be messy. It's going to take him a while to kill that, but of course he doesn't want to do it. Or does he? Yeah, going for it straight away. Marine is up, focusing fire on the probe, of course, using that as a little bit of a meat shield. All the way into the mineral line is where he wants to go with that Zealot, but he just can't quite do it. To try and harass those SCVs, can he do anything with it whatsoever? Is he able to do anything with it? Second Zealot on the way in there. There we go. That is a lot more firepower available. 2 Marines versus 2 Zealots is a foregone conclusion. No question about that. Even with some crazy, nice little bits of micromanagement, the Zealots will take him down. Probe in there as well, just to make matters a little bit messier. Pushing his way forward. Continues to try and get some harassment in there. SelecT with great barracks placement, though. He knows what he's doing. Oh, yes. He is absolutely aware of what he's doing. Trying desperately to hold them off. Can he do it? Zealot's shields are down, folks. The shields are down. If he gets a good focus fire on this, he can bring it down. And he knows that, and that's what he wants to do. There we go. Out of the line, folks. Out of that line. Breaking loads of SCVs off the line. Pretty desperate maneuver. Takes a Zealot. Can he take a second? He looks for it. Loses a lot of SCVs in the process, though. Units lost is not looking too good for kAra, though, at all. He's lost 2 Zealots already, plus 2 probes, so that is kind of messy. Stalker now available, though. Got the Cybernetics Core in the process, which means we can snipe off those heavily, heavily damaged Marines. That's what it's going for. Takes 1 for free, and then continues the harassment on the barracks. Okay, Tetlab coming up right here to pull out the Marauders. If he gets Marauder and Concussive Shell, and this rush is effectively over. Placing the Oh, wow, he's had to pull so much off the line right there. His economy is in tatters if he continues to do this, but it's all he can do. He needs to. He has to bring it off the line. Got to bring that bunker down, though. If that bunker goes down, then pretty much that is all shut down. Oh, wow. Oh, that's not nice at all. Kills the Zealots, though, so not bad at all. A bit desperate from SelecT. But what option does he have? He doesn't have a choice. He has to. He has to do that. kAra continues with the pressure, but the bunker is now up, which means that kAra is pretty much boned in terms of continuing that pressure. He might try it nonetheless, though. Now, in the meantime, what's he doing? Well, he's got a second gateway up, so he's looking to transition to something a little bit more traditional right here. Warp Gate tech is on its way as well. So if he can then transition to a 4 gateway and then continue to apply pressure that way, then he's pretty much got this. But SelecT continues to build up the barracks. He's got 2 Ron. He's got Concussive Shell on the way. It'll be available for the next encounter, which, of course, is a potent ability against the Protoss. Looking to try and build a bunker there. That probably won't work out so well overall. There's dudes in your natural, man. There's dudes in your natural. Funny enough, he still hasn't actually scouted where that is. He doesn't know exactly where the gateway is. He's got to suspect. Going for it. Can he take a Zealot for free? No, he cannot. Driven all the way. Now, if SelecT is able to continue this... Oh, he's not getting out of there, I'm afraid. Stalker's forced back. Will he find it? Well, he will when that command center floats over there. No, there you go. He's found it already. So he can bring the pain. Takes another Zealot for free. kAra's strategy kind of coming apart at the seams here. Zealot charge coming up for kAra very early on as well. Nice, okay. Well, of course, that's a great way to deal with the fact that he's got Marauders with those concussive shells. Very effective upgrade. Takes the gateway, though. Double bunkers coming up right here, and SelecT is now pretty much secure. Economically, though, SelecT did take a massive pounding in that regard. Although, bear in mind that kAra lost a ton of units. Several Zealots, of course, plus that gateway, and it could lose the pylon if SelecT moves in there. That's a funny thing. It's odd that SelecT hasn't actually done that. Obviously, there's got to be a pylon there because there was a gateway. You can't have just built it for no apparent reason. kAra, nice placement there. 2 more gateways on the way. There you go. Replace that. Now to 3 gateway, 4 gateway. We saw that it was going to be a transition into a 4 gateway strategy, which might work, but bear in mind he now has to take out no less than 3 heavily fortified bunkers, which is going to take more than just a few gateway units. A lot of firepower available there. Plus, he's got a Marauder in there just to give a little bit extra range. Always nice to do that. Something you do have to bear in mind about bunkers. They do give an extra range, so really nice. Missile Tomokono as well, so no Observer's going to be sneaking in there in a hurry. And SelecT's got to be happy about that. His opponent, possibly not so much. kAra was bold early game, no question about it, but SelecT had a cool head. He knew he had to sacrifice some SCVs to actually defend against it. He did so in a very, very good way. There we go, now that defensive line scouted by kAra. Question is, what's kAra's response going to be to that? More sentries on the way. Good idea, considering that most of those bunkers are packed with Marines. Deploy the Guardian Shields, that won't be so much of a factor for kAra. More sentries coming in from the side as well. Reinforcements, there you go. Good mix. Will he be able to break that line? Don't think so. But he's going to go for it anyway. See if he can take a bullet. There you go. Guardian Shield up right there. Charging straight in there with the Zealot. Zealot charge is up. Can he take one bunker? Yes, he can. Slicing his way through there. Right through the defensive line. Can he take another? Yes, he can. Very good there. kAra breaks that defensive line very well indeed. Losing Zealot after Zealot, but in comes the charge once again. Those Marauders going to get torn apart. That Zealot ain't happy. He's angry, folks. He's angry, but he's going to get grabbed. Here we come, reinforcements from the side and from the rear. Yeah, choppy. A lot of damage coming in. Loses a Zealot as he leaves. A little bit unfortunate there for kAra, but he did break that line quite nicely. How many did he lose, though? So many units. He's throwing away his economy right here, and SelecT's defense is efficient. Really, really is. SelecT has already got another base up. Double orbital command, which means his economy is now actually ahead by a very significant margin. Runs the line once again. That is potentially nasty, but can it get in there? Looks for it. Can he take the Marauders out? Still losing so many Zealots in the process. Those bunkers are effectively unmanned with the exception of that one. Can he break through? Can he break through? He goes for it with what's left of it, which is not an awful lot. SelecT grabs a Stalker from the back. There's no HP left on any of those. Tries. No, that ain't gonna hold him against that at all. Stalker annihilated. Zealot taken out. A single Stalker with about 20 shield HP gonna move its way into the mineral line. And it's going to get stabbed to death if he's not careful. Deploy the drills! Stab it! Yes! You know the drill! Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey! That's terrible, I know. Yeah, that's toast. There's no question about that. The Stalker is dead. Long live the Stalker. In the meantime, however, kAra has got some High Templar out, which is a great idea. Marines, Marauders on the defense. Let's drop some Psystorms on them. Sounds like a wonderful idea. Plus, of course, nice stationary bunkers. No, they don't take a lot of damage from the Psystorm. But hey, damage is damage. Especially when you're dropping a nice big AoE. They'll all be standing around here. Let's damage the bunker. Let's damage the Marines. Let's damage the Marauders. Why not? It's free damage. It's efficiency, folks. It is efficiency. Bearing in mind they can't move as well, they will take the full amount of damage. 2 High Templar available. They do not have the energy for Storm, and indeed they do not have Storm as of yet. No Amulet upgrade, but they will get it sooner rather than later. There we go. 1 High Templar with the energy for it. Continuing with the Zealot strategy. Worked pretty well, honestly. The Zealots did a good job, but they still keep getting torn apart by those bunkers. They don't last too long against the guns of the Marines, and that's no big surprise there. Continues once again with those war pins. He'll work his way through there. Interesting. Eventually he will find that proxy pylon. It'll take him a little bit of time to do that. 3 High Templar. kAra's going to have to move them out at some point, but he knows when. Maybe even waiting for it, looking for an opportunity. Can he turn this to his advantage? What's he building in the meantime? Well, he does have a Nexus coming up in his natural expansion. So he's going to try and get his economy caught up. And my god, such a difference in economy right now. Huge, huge difference. Medevacs on the way. Upgrades. He's got level 1 in the guns of the infantry. kAra not looking so strong right now, if I'm entirely honest. That Psystorm effectively wasted. Loses the pilot. Oh, wow. Lost the High Templar. Was walking in there as well. That is not pleasant. Can't even feed back those medevacs. They don't have any energy for it. Here comes the charge of the Zealot Brigade, but loses 3 Zealots even in the attempt. kAra getting pushed back really hard right now. So that continues with the Marauder pressure. Pretty much nothing but Marauders right now. Marines in the bunkers. Let's grab a High Templar for free. Here's the Archon merging, but there's nothing left to really defend it. Ah, that's going to get torn apart. It won't even have shields by the time it gets up there. Is it even going to get a shot off? No, it's not going to get a shot off. There it goes. Archon, dead. Oh, wow. Units lost is just ridiculous right now. There's a 3,000 unit difference. SelecT is the master of efficiency when it comes to defense right here. He has so few units actually lost. Incredibly well played, and now in rolls the counterattack. Medevacs, mostly Marauders with a few Marines thrown in there for good measure, and that is so unbelievably vulnerable right now. Oh, kAra's going to have to do something a little bit fancier than just those Zealots and the High Templar. They've proven to be effectively useless thus far. They really have not done a good job in repulsing those aggressive defensive strategies of his opponent. SelecT holding on and waiting. He can go into that mineral line. He can inflict some damage. I would imagine he wants to try and lure his opponent out of position so that he can prosecute the attack with those Marauders. That looks to be what he's doing. Breaking out some Marines as well for good measure. Or are they simply going to go in from the same line? Well, they really can't. Now, the only way into that base is there. He's going to have to go in that way. He knows it. So, really, he needs to draw his opponent's forces away. There you go. There's where they are. SelecT, is he going to go for a drop at the back? Looking likely. He could go for a drop on either way, honestly. He's got to draw those forces away, try and catch them unawares, so he can go in there with an aggressive stim and do big damage. 5 High Templar up, though. Lot of damage. Mobius Reactor and Ghosts coming up for SelecT. Planetary Fortress there. Another expansion. This is not looking good for kAra economically, if I'm entirely honest. It really, really isn't. SelecT powers his way through there, but not quite quick enough to catch those rapidly moving Zealots. Drop from the back right there. There we go. Again, not really all that well timed, but a little bit of economic harassment, which you can't really complain. Triple the economic advantage. 56 harvesters against 29. kAra falling so far behind right here. It really only comes down to the time when SelecT decides to end this. If we have a look at army size, it's not even funny. 68 supply versus 149. Even with good placement of Psystorms, I cannot possibly call it in kAra's favor right now. SelecT knows it now, going in for the killing blow. Do you think those High Templar are going to be enough? Not with the back of Ghosts, I really don't think so. EMP's going to drain. Oh, there you go. Drains 2 High Templar. 4 Ghosts up. Looks for the feedback of the Ghost, which didn't work out so well. Archon Merger instead. He doesn't have any energy, but he's going to push his way all the way in there. Archons don't even survive. 1 down, 2 down. Charging and killing those Ghosts as quickly as possible. They don't have any energy to cloak, so they're pretty damn vulnerable right now. Sniping. Takes the High Templar out with the snipe ability, and in you go. Here comes the Death Hammer blow, folks. There's no way kAra's going to be able to hold it. Not without the support of the Psystorm. Zealots torn apart. And there you go. No question, ladies and gentlemen. SelecT takes it. Commanding play.